Welcome to this week's OK at Work with myself, Sarah Sawyer, and my colleague, Russell Berger, both attorneys at Offit Kurman. And today we are talking about a relevant hot news topic, which is around text messages and scams that are going on with and hacking that's going on with text messages. So the FBI, I believe, is warning people not to use text messages right now. What's going on, Russell?
Yeah, so not surprisingly, there's hacking that's taking place, and the short message is that text messages, basic text messages, are not secure. And so if someone hacks, one of the big telecommunication providers, those text messages are accessible and viewable, and therefore the prudent thing to do is to not put sensitive information into basic text messages. Now, my understanding is that things like iMessage, Google Message, WhatsApp, Signal, those things are secure. But really, from a business perspective, I think we ought to be driving our employees when they're talking about work information to use something that's managed by the business, controlled by the business, and the security is owned by the business, so that we can make sure that our employees, our team members are communicating in a safe and secure manner.
Yeah, and it's just, we've talked about on OK at Work before, just how some of these forms of technology can make things almost a little bit too easy and make you feel a little bit casual and just like, you're just sending things, whatever's the easiest. We're all moving so fast. I mean, obviously anyone who gets emails probably gets many of them a day, and same thing with text messages and a lot of other things. And I see definitely with clients and just within my own personal life and things as well, you just see people are sending things not really thinking about it, right? They're just moving quick. What's the quickest way I can get this information out? Whether it's communicating with your attorney or using bank, sending bank information, sending something to your spouse so that they can sign up for something for you, or some type of, information that might be like your social security number or something like that. I think that there's a lot of tendency for folks to be really casual. I see it with my clients sometimes as well, where maybe they'll send something to someone outside of our attorney-client relationship, and they'll send things that maybe that person shouldn't see, but they're just moving fast and it's happening so quickly. So I think it's really important, like right now is a good reminder to really stop and think, like, what am I sending? Am I sending my secret sauce for my company out in a text message? Right? I mean, to be that's a little bit of an extreme, but it's something to be really mindful of. And it's a good reminder to stop and think, what am I sending? Who am I sending it to? How am I sending it? Should it be encrypted? Anyone who's got an IT department, they definitely can help you out with figuring out the best way to send things securely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it kind of gets down to, well, if someone hacks this, would I care that it was out there in the world for all to see? And I think most of us, like when I say that, are going to say, yeah, I don't want anyone to see anything that I'm putting in writing, let alone like everyone to be able to see it. I think it's a bet, and because of the speed with which we move and the casualness, I mean, I think it's a good reminder to say, like, I should be on a secured system. Like, I should never message on something that's insecure or unsecured, because I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not always going to be diligent. I'm going to move too fast. I don't know what someone might send me on that system. So if I can be, on a secured system, and again, for like internal company purposes, like Sarah and I were just talking before we got on, like we have different, phone services. So if we're going to text each other, it's going to be a text, and it's out there to be hacked. And fortunately, we're in a firm where we've got an email system and we have an internal chat system that are both secure. So, those are things that from a business owner perspective, we should think about, and maybe we want to have implemented, or at least have rules around how people communicate with each other.
Yeah. And I think folks should definitely, exactly to that point, be sending out information to their employees and their companies and really be paying attention to this. So, well, thanks, Russell, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Sarah.